Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing Familiar Territory by Barry Durham. This is the prequel to the Demdike Legacy, which I recently reviewed on my channel, and I'll put a link to it down below. Both of these books I received from the author in exchange for an honest review. And they're both sort of paranormal mysteries, which I really enjoyed the combination of this. Familiar Territory brings back, or actually, because it's a prequel, introduces you to some characters from the Demdike Legacy. Two of my favorite were the detectives Stone and Johnson. I was really happy to see them return in this story. They were brought in on a case of stalking. Our main character, Emma, claims she was being stalked by a fortune teller that she had recently seen at a psychic fair. While she was there, she got a reading from this fortune teller. His name is Marcus. And he said that she has a psychic ability of her own, that she is clairvoyant. And as he talked to her about this, she came to realize that he was speaking the truth, that there are times when she would sense things before they were about to happen. Say, like, a phone's going to ring and knowing exactly who was going to be on it, or that someone was going to be showing up at her door. He offers to give her a personal reading, and during that time he also gives her a set of her own tarot cards, Aleister Crowley deck, some special deck. And this sort of opens up a whole can of worms, you might say. From that point on, lots of strange things seem to be happening around her. She does has a sense of power within her, especially when connected to, like, Mother Earth. She gets this strange compulsion to literally go out naked in her backyard where she knows no one can see her, and just feels this sense of power welling up in her from the earth. She shares this with her sister and everything, and her sister does the same thing, and it seems like they do have a sort of past they don't know about, sort of descended from, possibly descended from witches, where they're connected to the Great Mother, or Mother Earth. So this sort of awakens all this in her, although that was not the main intent of the fortune teller. He has plans for Emma of his own, and suddenly these strange things start happening around her. She sees this mysterious black smoky type figure kind of just materialize from the walls, and it tries to physically attack her on more than one occasion, and she's petrified, doesn't know what to do, who to turn to, other than her sister, who suggests the police, maybe because there's something tied in with this fortune teller, because everything seems to be focused around her meeting with this person. And he does turn up on several occasions. Of course, she can't share all this other stuff. They're going to think she's crazy, but there is sort of that element of this guy keep turning up. Maybe there's like a stalker. So she does go to the police, and that's where we have Stone and Johnson coming into the case. And from there, it turns into much more than just a stalking case, because things turn quite rapidly into almost like a murder investigation as well. And they find themselves way over their heads with some of the things that they encounter. In terms of her visit to the priest, doesn't quite go very satisfactory. She feels like she gets no help. But again, that also opens up another doorway that there might be some possibility of help coming her way. I loved all the characters within this. Again, I love the characters that I was introduced to in the Demdike Legacy with the two detectives. There's Brother Malino, and I'm not sure I pronounced his name correctly. He's brought in much later in the story of Familiar Territory, but he also appeared in the Demdike Legacy, and I really liked his character. It's just a very intricate plot. There are some very, I have to say, adult themes and graphic content with regards to Satanism and occultism, circling around this fortune teller. I mean, there's necessary themes for the plot line, but they can be quite graphic in nature, so I would say this is much more geared towards adult, a little bit more heavier content than it was in the Demdike Legacy. My favorite parts of it were, like I said, once the detectives came into it, because I love the whole police procedural about it. I love British mysteries, and everything just seems to work very well within this author's writings. The plot just flows perfectly. The characters are very well developed, good background. I found myself caring about each and every one of them and wanting to know how the story was going to turn out. And all I can say is the ending was phenomenal. Extremely gruesome, but phenomenal. It just blew my mind. And I have read on a blog, and I'll tell you whose blog in a minute, that the author is actually working on another addition to this series. So I'm totally thrilled to hear that, and I can't wait to read the next installment in this. Now, circling around these two books is a giveaway being hosted by the author's niece, and her name is Charlotte. and she has a channel over at Ramblings of an Elfpire. And the contest has been running since Familiar Territory was released October 31st, and the contest has been running from then on through November 14th, so it's ending in just a few days. So I'm going to put links to her channel and the giveaway information where you can go and enter to possibly win ebook copies of both of these books. And if you live in the UK, you have a chance to win physical copies of the two books. And definitely go ahead and do that. And while you're there, check out Charlotte's channel at Ramblings of an Elfpire. I've been watching her YouTube channel, and she's an awesome booktuber. Really enjoy it, and I really enjoyed both of these books. I highly recommend them. Like I said, a little bit more towards adult readers or very mature younger readers, at least with regards to especially Familiar Territory. I gave this one 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads, and definitely check them out. If you don't happen to win them, though, please go give them a try on Amazon or Nook, wherever you get your books from, and check it out. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you give them a try. Bye-bye.